got there around the time of lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, a senior there introduced me to some of her friends so that I wouldn't be sitting alone. So, yeah, she introduced me to some of her friends, and they liked me. Like, they just met me, but it's like so far, like they liked me. They were talking to me
That's good.
a lot, asking me a lot of questions,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all seniors too, so they were pretty nice.
That's good.
And then they walked me to my period after lunch, which is commercial photography.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I just say Miss Rolo,
Okay.
something like that.
All right.
But she pronounces it different. And she was pretty nice. She let us play a game, and we played a Jeopardy game, which is basically the questions were about policies and procedures of the school in her classroom.
Okay.
So even though I didn't um, know anything, they were pretty much like basic stuff that I kind of already knew. Like one of the questions that I had was, "What is one thing that you are able to consume in the class, and where do you keep it?" And I was like, "Water. You keep it on your desk." Like, cause I learned that from. That's only thing teachers will let you drink in class is water.
Mm.
So she was like, "Oh, 40 points," and I was like, "Yeah." And then we had to get up and we had to throw, like toss. It was a stuffed.
How about the one thing that you can consume and do what?
And keep on your desk?
How about the one thing you can consume and just keep? What is one thing you can consume in a classroom and you can keep it forever? You can't consume.
Gum?
No. What is one thing you consume in a classroom?
Water.
It's not water.
Knowledge.
There you go.
What did she say?
There you go.
What did she say?
Knowledge.
Oh.
All right, now go on.
And so after you answer the question correctly, you get a chance of winning bonus points. So she gives you this little stuffed animal. It's called Slimy because it really looks like a big old ball of slime.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta throw it in the trash can. If you make it, you get, depending on, she have like marks in her room, like 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, like that.
Right.
And depending on what spot you're at, depends on if you make it, how many points you get.
Right.
So we did that, and that was pretty fun. Then my next period is Spanish. I didn't get to meet my Spanish teacher because we had a substitute.
Okay.
But the kids, I didn't really make any friends in there. I wasn't trying to.
Why? What was the racial composition in that class?
Maybe I think in that class maybe 15.
15. What was the racial composition? How many different?
Ethnicity.
Yes.
I would say it was mixed. It was more. It was probably about an even number between blacks and Hispanics and a couple of whites.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Sounds like you had. And then after Spanish was what class?
English.
Did you like English?
Yes, I like the teacher. She's very nice and she's funny. It's like when she talks, she always try to have. She wants us to have a personal connection. So when she says, she try to get us to connect to it, so we will better understand it.
Right.
So today we were talking about the 1950s, and we had to get this book. Actually, Nanny just took me to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
Called the Catcher in the Rye.
Okay.
So she basically, I guess the lesson is about the 1950s and how something about babies, bumper babies. What is it? In the 90s, she said around the 1950s, they had something called the
A baby boomer.
Baby boomers.
Baby boomers. When it was like it was a baby born every 7 seconds. Yeah. She was like, if you have grandparents that were born around or something, they may be a baby boomer. I was like, probably so.
Okay.
And